Yeah, we'll get there.
So, that's
No,
something.
I was talking to whoever it was. I forget who was it. Whoever the fuck Drip Man is, I don't know
Hmm.
who he is. But yeah, that guy. I was sort of recounting how bad Miami sports has been for the last 10 years and made myself really depressed thinking about it.
Hmm.
Better outcome than some, can't exactly sit there and say that no, it's the absolute worst, but there's plenty to be upset about here.
Hmm.
And if you are a Miami sports fan, you end up with the wonderful distinction of having Jimmy and Tyreek in the same week, the same couple of days.
I mean, Tyreek was always a Merc, though, right? He was never really a Miami guy the way Butler was. Like, he just showed up and he's just there, to play. He's not there because he loves
Yeah,
Miami.
but while he was here, he seemed to be like, oh yeah, I'm fully on board. Even saying things like he thought Tua was better than Mahomes.
Hmm. True.
It's like you don't need to say those things if you don't believe it. No one's gonna be mad at you for not saying it. But instead he goes and he says that shit and is like, bro, if you're not buying in and you don't want to be here, why would you fluff people up? Because now you're just creating a situation where now people will be angry with you.
Hmm.
Might not have been the case.
Yeah, I don't know if Real American has a Discord anymore, Rye Guy, but if he does, I'm not in it, so I have no way of knowing what's going on with that situation. But it's really shitty. I'm really not happy about it. Because Real American is not even that much of a firebrand. Real American is actually just kind of somewhat of a milquetoast Catholic. So the fact that that guy gets targeted like this is really not okay. It sucks. I'm not happy about it. I do think it's a mistake for him to quit, though. I think that once you get doxxed, you leaving doesn't make anything better. You've already been doxxed. At that point, I know it sounds like a terrible thing to say. Just keep going. You've already been doxxed.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you, but that's just somebody who hasn't been doxxed. It's concerning, I would imagine, but like they specifically do this to frighten people.
Right.
And it's like, if you actually think that your family is in danger, like your family's not in danger, bro.
Mm-hmm. I would
But it's
say a
just
fair assumption is that these people are cowards and won't actually do anything.
right. They're just trying to spook you. But, like you said yourself, Real American's not exactly a firebrand. It's not exactly an amazing feather in their cap to be able to say, oh, we got this guy. The whole point of it is just to scare people, to be like, oh no, they got this guy. That means they could get me too. That's the whole point. It's like, bro, we have an extraordinarily strong hold on everything right now. The political direction is trending our way. We control the Overton window. We control the narrative. We control most media. In the sense of what we want to have be talked about is what the media talks about. They can't keep us quiet anymore. And, it is slow because politics is always slow. People should not want politics to be fast because the only way in human history politics has ever been fast is through violence, and that's not what anyone should want. But,
Yeah, I mean, I guess the issue is that Real American is trying to be a private person while also being a political analyst with a clear partisan bent, which is probably a mistake. Like Red Eagle, Red Eagle is somebody who puts himself out there, puts his face out there. Everybody knows what he looks like. He works in politics. You can't really dox that guy. He already doxed himself. So
yeah,
it's one of those things where you probably should abandon your plans of being anonymous if you're going to be an internet personality. So maybe that's part of the problem.
This is where it all began then.
Now we may
Yeah.
afford and manipulated Brella to attack the prince. Then tried to shift the blame to
I mean, I wouldn't be worried about people knowing who I was as much as I'd be worried about things that I wanted to keep private getting out. In this sense, I mean things like, would I inherently be concerned about people knowing my name and my address? At the end of the day, not really. But I don't want people to know those things in addition to, and then like other aspects of my life.
Yeah, Snacks, that's why you live at 837 Guantanamo Street in
Yeah,
Cleveland, Ohio.
Exactly. No, because I'm sitting here like, a good example, I think, is somebody like Destiny. Like you said, he doxed himself a long time ago, because he wanted to be one of the first people to really make it and make a living as a streamer. And, he did that. He succeeded at that. And, it's, oh yeah, I'm Stephen Bonnell II. That's, he came out with that because at the time he didn't care. He was a carpet cleaner who was trying to play video games online for money. But, that's not the thing I think would bother him. The thing I think would bother him would be the videos coming out of him sucking somebody's dick.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing where I'm like, if that was me, I wouldn't want that coming out. I wouldn't want my parents to have to see that when they open up Twitter. I wouldn't want my kids to be relentlessly bullied because of that.
Indeed. This battle shall decide the future king.
So that's the real question. Has Real American made a video of him sucking somebody's dick? If not, I don't think he's got anything to worry about.
I think he is probably... I don't know how old Real American is. I think he's in his early 20s. So... I mean... Like, I watched the video he posted this morning. And he sounded very upset, and he implied that he thought his family was in danger. Which, like you said, is probably not true, but I can understand the fear.
You wanna take this outside, old fella?
Wait, something's coming.
This uncanny Magla. Is this...
I will say that there are quite a few political video makers on YouTube who kind of admitted that, assuming that Trump wins this election, which he did, they were like, I don't know what I'm going to do now. And maybe Real American was already planning to scale things back because, you know, the election was over. So maybe it was easier for him to walk away because of that, but he has more subscribers than I do. Like, he's got a real thing going on there that you don't want to just walk away from.
Yeah. It's a question of whether or not, you think the work was complete just by having Trump win. But
What have you done?
that happened last time, and the work was definitely not complete. You know, I've talked about him before. Roosh V.
Yes, I do know that.
Wonderful, is it?
He wrote an article and he nuked his entire online presence, so I'm not able to share the article anymore because it no longer exists. But I liked what he had to say at the time, and it was in the immediate aftermath of Biden winning the election and being inaugurated. It was like
No matter circumstance,
probably like May of 2021 that he wrote this. He was like, I was definitely guilty of this, is what Roosh was saying. He was like, I was definitely guilty of this, but I think a lot of people would be able to find similar feeling in that regard, which is, after Trump won, you relaxed. After Trump won, you let your guard down because you felt finally our guy's in charge, everything's going to be okay, and you sort of just went about your business. But the thing is that, you lose the ability to continue to make progress in a meaningful way if you just shut your brain off and assume that somebody else is going to take care of it for you. And he said he was realizing all this a few months into Biden being in office because it's all like, and all these different things that, has made life worse for so many of us. The cost of things skyrocketing made me realize, things were much better under Trump. But, if I had taken the opportunity while Trump was in office to take several meaningful steps to make life better for myself, I would be, in a way, insulated from the impact of Biden being terrible. This realization where it's like, I think, that's definitely a positive we can take from this, which is, having us learn our lesson to stay vigilant and, keep doing the meaningful work, even when you quote unquote win, because there's no telling how long that's going to last. So I say all this because I'm sure that lots of right-wing political people on the internet are like, hey, we won, we can just chill out now. There's a middle ground between doing that and then just continuing to grift because politics is the only way that you can make money, and then now you're Ben Shapiro. There's a middle ground there. And that's something, that middle ground is an area that somebody like Real American could easily occupy. Because you said it yourself, he's got more subscribers than you do. It should be a very simple matter for him to be able to make a meaningful income just from doing his YouTube channel.
Right. It sucks.
Definitely. You gotta feel bad for the guy, but, just... The lesson I think we should learn from this is that anytime any leftist goblin has any misfortune visited upon them, no matter how heinous or awful, don't feel any pity for them.
Something like
They
that.
would never feel any for you. I've also been delaying starting drinking because the beers that I wanted to get weren't there.
Did you get Malort instead?
Yes.
Rexios, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Welcome.
I'll run you through.
So yeah, I had never until today watched all the way through those videos. I was fucking dying. I did not know that they were that, like, disgusting about it. I did not know they were that bad.
Yeah.
I am going to kill your whole family.
Proves I'm worthy.
Are you prostitute?
Ice.
I call upon royal power within. The power of ice.
Scroll gave them a new weakness.
Nice.
Now hit him where it hurts.
Pierce through them.
Let thee.
Are you prostitute?
How dare you!
Captain?
Come forth, royal soul. Freeze.
Their weakness.
No
That's
holding
your opening,
back.
Captain.
Run them through.
Right on target. Nice one,
Let
Scroll.
justice prevail. As the point of a sword.
Now accept your fate. Some darker arts.
I am meant for his world. My new form proves I'm worthy.
Yeah, that's what you end up with when you literally spend all of your time saying that democracy is on the ballot, the fate of the democracy is at stake, Trump is a fascist, and if he wins the election, then there will never be an election
Be
again,
frozen.
and all this other kind of shit.
Scroll gave them a new weakness.
You whip these retards up into a frenzy, and there's no off switch. These people have permanently ruined their lives.
They really think something's going to happen tomorrow, too. They actually think something is going to happen.
It'd be awesome if something retarded did happen, but it was like on a much smaller scale than last time. But then Trump was like, oh my god, this was so much worse than 9/11.
No, you should come out after it happens and he's like, man, that reminds me of that tragedy.
Oh man.
Ice.
So did you have any of the margaritas?
I had a little bit, yes.
Scroll gave them a
Yeah.
new weakness.
I
Still,
think that's what inspired your Evangelion post in the Seahawks gen. Right.
yes. Actually,
Nice.
it's just going to be the new default way I respond to dumb comments in my server from now on. I'm just going to grab a random paragraph from that story.
They're fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him. What the? Did he just transform?
Thief. Rancor.
I will by this power. We can do this.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
Much thanks.
Ah! Pierce.
Countered?
Not done yet.
We'll have to be careful about direct attacks.
Limitless maglev flows through me. Limitless maglev flows through me.
Scroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
He wanted to lick anything they were picking up off the floor and then rub his aching cock against her soles until he covered
I
her
am
feet
meant
in
for his
cum.
world.
He wanted
My
his
new
cum
form
all over.
proves I'm worthy.
Night. Burst forth.
Scroll's
They will
anxiety is
accept
spiking.
your
Keep
fate.
the enemies off him.
Some darker arts.
Oh, wow.
won't hold back.
There's no room for the likes of you.
We're not out of this yet.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Yeah, Trudeau's going to resign
I can't.
sometime this week is what they're saying.
This should work.
That's pretty lame. Like, you know you're going to get whipped, so you decide to just remove yourself from...
Limitless maglev flows through me.
It's like, take your ass beating like a man.
Night.
If you're gonna get your ass beat, go get your ass beat.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
I am meant for his world. Our
Let's go.
world has no room for the likes
Freeze.
of you.
Their weakness.
I shall vanquish evil.
Captain.
Be frozen.
Stroll gave them a new weakness.
Why won't you shut up and die?
Burst force!
He's out in the open. Quick, we've got to seize our chance.
Die!
Oh!
Stop flailing!
I'll use what I must.
Rancor!
Assassin! With healing power!
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Quite a boon.
I am meant for his world! My new form proves I'm worthy.
Tougher than I thought.
Enemies!
Oh, bolts may yet cling to life.
You're fools all! You failed to grasp Lord Luis's ideals! You're expendable, the lot of you! Expendable, you hear me? You're blind as all Lord Luis's enemies! And I'll see every last one of you dead!
Oh god.
Die! How dare you! Die!
Oh, this is actually really bad. Oh shit.
Let's get him back on his feet. He's playing
Okay.
it safe. We've got to choose our next. I'll figure something out. Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Allow me to use this.
Stroll.
Live to see another day.
Can anyone get
You're
him
not
back
out of
on
this
his
yet.
Helpful as ever.
What's needed?
Much thanks.
The power of ice!
Here's your weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Blade
Enemies
in hand!
of Lord Luis!
Burst force! Worthy foe after all!
Now accept your fate. Some dumb apologies. Would you finish it?
Enemies of Lord Luis! Enemies!
Ice!
You hit their weakness.
Are you
That's your
prepared?
opening, Captain.
Better hit! I die hard!
Oh shit, I forgot about that. God damn it, I'm an idiot.
Limitless magla flows through me! Limitless magla flows through me!
Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
Oh, bolts of lightning may yet cling to life.
I'll use what I must.
Of Lord
Mandible bearing.
Come forth, royal soul!
Is there another way? This should work.
I owe you.
I call upon royal power within! Lord Luis! Run them through my
Elders, we'll have to be careful about direct attacks.
Why do I keep doing that?
Magla flows through me! Limitless magla flows through me!
Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Just the thing.
Now accept your fate. Formidable indeed.
Jesus.
Luis! Enemies!
So I heard that
Still up?
He's out in the open. Quick, we've got to seize
the
our
Vikings stuck.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable assessment.
Stop flailing!
You've got some bad.
I like how they were all like, "Oh, this is it. This is our year. Look how good we are." And that's all like, "Nah, this is the Minnesota sports team. I think you're."
I really thought Detroit would cancel out though, because they're a Detroit sports team.
Tougher than I thought!
And Campbell, he is the difference maker.
Burst force!
Got your back!
Hold yourself together.
No. I'll use this.
I knew you'd help.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
Now suffer! Die!
Is that all?
Die!
I see your
That's
game.
finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman. He's playing it safe. We've got to choose our next move carefully. He's gone full monster now, hasn't he? But the skeletal part's the problem. I'm I'm not wild about the idea, but I should be able to slip in through the gaps between those bones. You want me to dive in there and try prying them open? You got it. I'm going in.
Ah! Damned fairy! Where do you go? I'll crush you like the bug you are!
Wow! Yeah,
That's it!
You still here?
Enemies
Are you prepared?
of Lord Luis.
This better hit!
Enemies.
Not done yet. Come!
Oh, both! Worthy foe after all.
Enemies of Lord Luis. Enemies.
critical hit.
Yep, you won't hold back!
Real ace.
We can do this! I owe you. Thank you.
My thanks.
Holy hell, that tastes like shit. God.
What?
Just cracked open my first bear, and I'm dipping on it now, and I'm like, oh my god, this tastes like hell. This is...
Well, it's that thing you were talking about last night, right? How men have this thing about how they like to be proud of the disgusting garbage they drink to get drunk.
To an extent, but
Lord Luis.
the things I like drinking are just as strong, if not stronger than this, and they're much more enjoyable.
Here, die hard!
Power,
Grief.
heroes.
Anyway.
I'll run you through.
All right, we got him.
Damn it! Not again! Lord Luis!
A halfway decent result.
Not bad at all. Nice. I feel strong.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Even I had more to learn.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
I cannot believe Sam Darnold, with a chance to get a $200 million contract this offseason, shit his pants like that. Like, all he had to do was play one more good game.
Why? Why does this world keep rejecting me?
How could you push your body this far?
Your deeds bespeak a heart of incredible loyalty, Zorba. 'Tis a tragedy that you have pledged it to the wrong.
You're the ones who've got it wrong. This world doesn't have much longer. I know you feel it too. Deep down, don't you? Nobody has any choice in how they'll live their lives. They don't even realize it should be their decision. You can't change that world without destroying it. The only man willing to fight for a better world is Lord Luis. Why can't you see that? I get it now. Zorba, you're the only one who understood everything Luis wanted and fought for it anyway. I don't care if I'm just a stepping stone. Lord Luis can build his world on my corpse. A world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live. Zorba.
There was naught to be done. He chose his path.
Tell and I never knew how to deal with him. Always gloomy and moping about. Then he'd burst with this sudden anger, shouting and lashing out like. Thinking back on it now, makes me wonder if the outbursts were all cries for help. Was it really Luis who did this to Zorba? Or...
We can't waver now. I'll not deny, Luis's words ring true in some ways. But he turned Zorba into a monster, and not with words alone, however badly Zorba wished for it. If Luis really cared to protect him, would he have pushed him to such horrors? It's all a fallacy in the end.
a fallacy, eh? You suppose all that business about equality is just a smokescreen? His ambitions are just dead selfish? I don't know if I buy it myself. Would Luis tell such a shallow lie?
You told me to redeem the card. That's what you said. You wanted cash. So this is how you turn a gift card into cash. So I'm gonna do the third one now.
Do not redeem.
You're right.
I did not know they
Can't
got
deny
that
after seeing
fucking
what Zorba
angry.
had
It
become.
was so good. That was.
Speaking.
I'm gonna
He
watch
was
more of
yelling.
those
You
videos.
mentioned something.
He was yelling so loud that his voice got all fucking digitized.
Beautiful.
We
Only
not redeem.
may live in the village.
Oh
Those
man.
who obey will survive. That's the deal Luis has been spouting since
See,
the start.
the funny thing is that movie with Jason Statham that came out last year, The Beekeeper, was a movie about, well, it started as a movie about a call center just like that would scam the elderly. Pretty much identical to those scams, except it was run by white people.
You think Luis still has a real purpose we're not aware of?
Because, you know, if it wasn't,
Yeah.
No
the
point
movie
in
would
following
never
him
get
here.
made.
We're bound to
Yeah.
find him eventually, so we can question him then.
The last statue is close by as well. Let us move onward, that we may do what must be done.
Time to go!
So apparently Skip Bayless tried to pay an ESPN hairdresser $1.5 million to have sex with him.
What now?
I
Tastes too
don't.
much like shit. I don't know if I can keep drinking it.
I mean, how is sex with any woman worth $1.5 million? Like, not even for Helen of Troy, man.
Yeah. It's especially stupid because it's like it had to just be an ego and a pride thing. Because it's like, bro, there are lots and lots and lots of women out there who, if you legit were gonna drop $1.5 million on them, they would be like, okay, you can knock me up. Like they'd basically just be your toy for life. It's wild that he would do that for someone who's not even mid.
What?
Yeah, I read that one too. Yeah, at least now we know how it is that Skip Bayless has managed to live for so long and, reach that age and look as good as he does, eating only chicken and steamed broccoli every single day of his life, is that he's still, he's got that heart pumping in overtime, creeping on all these different women.
I guess.
What was that? Something just fell out of
You
the sky.
fucking bitch! I will kill your family!
Whoa! It looks like a dead human!
It's not a human. A person? But the body fell from the royal palace. What's going on?
I know this face. Isn't this the mage who was wreaking havoc at the cathedral months ago?
Couldn't be. If that's the man who was working for Luis, he'd be long dead. Wait. Has he been alive this whole time? Was he turned into a monster?
I told you, didn't I? It's just like what happened to the prince. Luis is behind the whole thing. Finally ready to talk, are we? Listen up, good people! Luis has lied to all of you!
So then, all that about the fake prince being a monster, that was a lie? He's truly His Highness?
But still, as long as we obey, Count Luis will protect us.
Yeah, pretty much, because it's a wild fucking thing. People don't care about anything. Every GM wants their own coach. They don't care how good the coach actually is. And every coach wants their own quarterback. They don't care how good the quarterback actually is.
If that's the case, even if we obey, we don't know what he'll do
And I'm just sitting there like, is it any wonder why the same teams are always the ones that constantly suck? And the same teams are always the ones that are constantly competitive? No matter the sport, it's when you have continuity, you know, and stability. They just keep fucking this shit up.
Oh, have you heard about this Joy Taylor stuff?
Isn't that what we were talking about with the Skip Bayless
No,
thing?
Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless are two completely separate stories.
Oh! I thought it was the same one. Well, then, yeah, I had heard about it, but I thought they were different situations. Or that they were the same story.
Yeah, so Joy Taylor apparently got passed around like a bong at Fox Sports to get a premier position on the network.
But apparently the only guy that didn't bang her was Shannon Sharp.
The winds are changing. Now it's just a matter of what you choose to believe in.
And yeah, when I was hearing about that, I'm like, well, you know, that figures.
There's change in the air. Things are finally getting interesting.
Whose voice is just now? That was Batlin. And the others
Yeah.
wasn't.
That Drake May tweet that you just sent me. What movie is that from? Because it looks based. Hopefully the whole rest of the movie is like that.
I think that's 42, the movie about Jackie Robinson.
Oh, well, never mind then. That's probably the only good scene in the movie.
It's not the only good scene. I've seen enough of it to tell you that.
Do you remember that one Grok story where George was trying to get fired, but it backfired horrifically?
Yeah.
And Steinbrenner, in honor of Jackie Robinson, he made him wear that jersey from then on. It's a good look, George. Got a good idea here, Costanza. I like that. I'm going to give you unlimited access to the cleaning lady. For, well, you know. Trying to move the team to New Jersey just to upset people.
Commendable in all honesty. A marvel indeed.
Oh. Speaking of the gamer word, did you see that one meme from earlier today with the Burger King crown guy?
Yes.
Come to the throne. With the power of the royal scepter
based.
I will give you what you deserve.
You have the royal scepter. Surely you haven't.
And as we may now speak plain, I will tell you the truth of both the royal scepter and this very country. I'll be waiting.
Wait, so Luis got his hands on the royal scepter. This is bad. Extremely bad.
Even should we win the majority vote, it won't matter.
If an object like the Shroud of Turin was sold at auction, how much do you think it would go for?
We've just got to get it back. He wants a face-to-face.
Not enough money.
Well, we'll give him one.
Selling the Shroud of Turin at auction, and even worse, buying it, is a death sentence.
You just don't think anybody would have the balls to do it?
Oh no, there are plenty of people that have the balls to do it. George Soros would love to do something like that, to defile it, or, you know, whatever else. But that's what I'm saying, is it'd be a death sentence. Aside from just imagining some kind of divine bolt of lightning smiting whoever was crazy enough to do that. Really think there's not one person in the world who'd be like, not today, not on my watch. But as far as how much it'd go for, at least $1 billion. That's
Yeah. Where is it kept right now?
in Turin. A specific cathedral where it's been kept since like the 1500s.
Let's hurry.
Shroud of Turin is located in the Chapel of the Holy Shroud in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy. It's been kept there since 1578.
Like, I wonder where you draw the line of something that can be sold and possessed by a private entity versus something that is just too valuable and precious and should always be held in, respectfully.
Well, that's the thing, is nowadays it's very difficult to put a label on that because the morals and the culture has changed so much. But try to imagine, in 1578, there absolutely would have been people powerful enough to be like, I want the Shroud of Turin for myself, to display it in my courtroom. Look at how amazing I am as a king. But, like, if you actually try to do that, you would have all of Christendom would unite as one to make sure that you're burnt at the stake.
Mm-hmm.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial. Can you say the same? I think about that court a lot.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. EEI hire.
What now?
Bing bong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's not. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good thing we found that cat in the alley. Time for dinner.
Yeah.
All right.
What now?
Let's crank it out, baby.
It's all well.
I'm heading out.
Yep.
Such a countenance.
So you truly are the Prince Reborn. I must say, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. Quite unpredictable as death looms.
What of you? Is this hornless form your own true being?
I'll say this here for your own good, Luis. Hand over the royal scepter. Only the one who has earned the people's support is fit to be king. You and us. We can still end this without more bloodshed.
No path forward is bloodless. The king may have avoided it, but the people will only shed his share. That has been this country's crime for too long. Those in power exact the price of their greed from the people, then preach that such pain is a natural trial to be overcome. The indolent powers of this land have poisoned it with their lies. There is no cure but destruction.
Who's the real charlatan here? You turn people into monsters and convince them it's salvation. Even Zorba, your most loyal vassal, you twisted into a monster. You promise protection to your devoted, yet always fall short of the mark.
I have never lied. I swear upon my name, it is one of the greatest trespassers I can imagine. Have you never wondered why the king's magic is so strong and force? Or why the royal scepter can only be used by those who bear the public's favor? One royal hand clutching one bejeweled rod does not alone accomplish such wonders of magic. But what if it drew Magla not from its wielder, but from the masses? That is the truth. The royal scepter is a divine relic that absorbs Magla from people across the kingdom. And thus, the royal magic's power is near inexhaustible. Such has been the royal family's tradition for centuries, generations upon generations. Do you know what this means? Magla is mortal anxiety, which means that the people of this country now have no choice but to perpetually direct their anxiety to the king, simply to stay safe.
Absurd. Then how do you explain the people of the capital going mad?
It was no madness that took them. The Magla spews from their helpless hearts at a rate far greater than the scepter can absorb. Hence the stagnation. The behavior now on full display is their inborn, true nature. When they cannot control their fears, they lash out at neighbor and outsider alike.
Oh, damn it. Ugh, I'm stupid. Cute outfit. Did your husband make it for you?
You're on the wrong side of history, Spider-Man.
And that is mortal weakness.
That's who they really are.
In a world like this, order built on mutual understanding is but a dream within a dream. Before we achieve resolution, the people must be corrected. On the day the late king's magic fades, I will shake the royal magic anew. All the Magla gathered over these months of turmoil will be restored to the people. Those who can overcome it will be reborn as new humans. Thus, we achieve our first round of natural selection. Our first step towards a world truly fair and just.
Natural selection? New humans? What absurd delusions.
Delusions? You witnessed how the prince lost his very self to my spell, and then re-emerged with powers and will burning ever brighter.
You mean you would do to the people exactly what you did to him? You would use the royal magic to inflict such horrors on all the crown's subjects?
Those who follow me and accept the rule of power will surely survive by virtue of their own will. But if they give in to fear, yes, they will lose both form and mind. That is what it means to protect those who follow. It is not a salvation given of empty charity, but earned through the providence of power.
Then, that's your true ambition. That's why you sent Sorba to the royal funeral. You never even wanted the throne. It was all for the royal scepter.
The shows of power, terrifying the people. It wasn't just manipulation. You justified all of that.
The man would turn all people into humans. It defies all sense.
Worry not. You've proven you're more than worthy. I've little doubt you'll survive the first culling and move on to the new world. You mentioned earlier that we might still resolve this without bloodshed. Then, I put the same offer to you. Join me, Prince. Born of Elven blood, welcoming anyone regardless of tribe. It is no coincidence that you and I take inspiration from the same book.
Don't let him sway you, Your Highness.
I know you detest injustice as I do. Come with me. Let me lend you my power, and together we will change the unfair world we seek to destroy.
I don't seek to destroy this world or any other.
Him getting arrested might have been when he,
What?
Well, him getting arrested was like that was like when he made the decision, you know?
Yeah, probably.
So that's it.
Oh man, I tried to go have a viral tweet again today and it didn't catch on. It only got like 200 views.
Should you deny me, then what? How would you fix this country? You must have seen it everywhere you travel. Tradition, superstition, family honor, and all those struck down unjustly in the name of such authorities. The only cure for such suffering is a simpler world, in which strength triumphs over pain. It is not a solution without cruelty. But surely the fairness it would restore to our lives is worth any sacrifice.
Or does anyone know what the N-word is?
And we can realize this dream. What say you?
Okay, I don't know. What happened with Deshaun Watson?
You know, in general.
Oh, okay.
Just, you know, the general Deshaun Watson, you know, the last sentence is, it's hard not to like this guy. It's like, excuse me.
Also, I like this. The equivalent to being admitted to Harvard when you get accepted for EBT.
It's false. He's got the right of it, Luis. It's not even about what'll be sacrificed. It's about having respect for what the dream costs. And you've got none of that. You keep talking about your laws of power. But what that comes down to is you figure some people in this world just deserve to die. If that's what you believe in, then you can hate Forden all you want, but you're no different.
Be silent. I once
My back.
aspirations. Yes.
All right.
I had dreams. But what has the world ever done for us?
What's happening?
The royal scepter? But how?
So be it. There is still time until my magic settles upon this land.
Oh, is he doing a Kefka?
Until then, I will watch the world collapse from my perch at the top.
Wait! Luis!
I have done this for their sakes, not for mine. History and the will of the people will prove that. If you have the strength to weather this storm and come to me, I will deem you a worthy opponent. It will be a mercy to you, at the very least.
Hey, Snape kills Dumbledore.
Jesus Christ, it's like drinking shoe polish.
Makes me think of, remember the Simpsons episode with Tamako?
If we push forward,
Yes.
we'll be in grave
It
danger.
tastes like grandma.
Itself is a maelstrom of pure magla. Maybe this is just what it looks like. When the people's minds are slaves to their anxiety and fear.
That doesn't mean the solution is to deform them into monsters. The man's an arrogant lunatic.
We must give chase somehow.
All aspirants to the throne.
Your Majesty?
The royal scepter has been taken. Luis now wields the royal magic to his own dark ends.
Luis was one step ahead of us. We did not expect him to seize and use the scepter before the final deadline.
His magic will be set in motion on the very day that the new king is to be decided. Such is the decree.
So it's just as Luis said. He won't let this campaign end any way but his. The bastard.
Holy Moses, it does taste like grandma.
Your Majesty, you were killed by Luis yourself. Doesn't it matter to you that he may succeed as
Oh,
king?
yes.
I had sought death long before he granted it.
Bitcoin is about to break 100,000.
Death? But why?
The
Whoa.
ideals I once believed in, I no longer had the power within me to fulfill them. Thus, I ensured my very life would serve as key to activate the royal magic. Should revolutionary fervor seek to destroy my regime, should Luis or any other malcontent take my life, therein would lie the catalyst. Thus would I appear, on a day so appointed, with form and voice, given life by royal magic.
I see. No wonder the magic survived even the prince's reawakening. It was never a matter of retaliation against the church or anything of the sort. You truly wished to pass the crown to whoever the people elected of their own will.
Oh, Prince. My son. If thou wouldst inherit the kingdom, thou must stop Luis. That is a trial befitting one who would take the throne.
His Majesty's Magla has faded.
I guess that's it. It really is up to us to save this land's future.
Luis is just ahead. We have to find a way to get beyond this storm, reckless or not.
Let's fall back to the royal capital for now, so we can come up with a strategy.
This literally just tastes too fucking awful. I can't keep forcing myself to drink this shit. I can't do it. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you, man, but this is fucking terrible. I never should have tried when they didn't have the ones that I wanted. I should have just gave up.
They know nothing of their
Should have,
safety.
would you be better off trying to drink your own piss?
Self-declared military police.
Yeah, man, big time. So yeah, this was a mistake.
Can you try mixing it with something, I wonder?
So it's a
Nah.
crime to even disagree now. He said this was just their nature.
The
Because that'd
people
take
who-
fucking forever.
The people who do drink that stuff that you're drinking, what do you think? Do they have different taste buds, or are they accustomed to the pain? How do you do that?
It could be that they're accustomed to it, but often the people that drink this stuff smoke too, so.
But your allies are working hard too. It's not all as
Yeah, Jesus.
bad as it looks.
We are grateful. We will believe in their support as they believe in us.
By the way, I talked with Nurus on how to get to Luis's location. And of course, he said there's only one thing for it. Armor up the Skyrunner and dive in.
That's your strategy?
Think, my girl. It's our best play. But with no time for modifications, I can't say how long she'll last in there. I say, we've got one shot to charge in.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight.
The road you run is perilous.
If we have but one chance, I'd say the final day is when we'd have even the slightest odds of success.
Right. That place is churning with the Scepter's gathered magma. But if the casting steadily drains it away, then much of the ambient magma should be gone by the last day.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight at the very last minute.
We would walk a treacherous tightrope until the very end. But have we ever done things any other way?
We cannot yield now. Luis's ambitions must be stopped, even at the cost of our lives.
Let's give it a shot.
You worked out some more of the truth, yes? Can you tell me more about what happened at the Royal Palace?
Luis is Elden. Everything is as we were told at the Ancient Sanctum.
What? Bloody hell. That's a heavy hit right off the bat.
Luis knew the truth of the Royal Scepter. It's a divine relic that absorbs anxiety from the people. That's the fuel for its incredible power.
The masses have grown accustomed to a life where the king bears the brunt and responsibility for their anxieties. All this chaos comes from that dynamics reversal.
Might need you to slow down a bit. So that's his aim? Luis wants to make this a land of humans.
A drastic remedy to awaken the people spoiled by the Royal Scepter's power. And their horrific transformation is but the end to his chosen means. Yet I sensed some other reason to go to such atrocious lengths. He pursues some other purpose.
Well, if he's Elden, then Luis must have been there when the Sanctus Church made an inferno of his home. So, you suppose it's for revenge?
Can't say. He also ordered Zorba to directly attack the Ancient Sanctum after all.
Something he said stuck with me. About how he used to have dreams. Dreams long dead. I think he doesn't trust dreams. As in, he refuses to believe in anything that actually takes a risk. Like connecting with people or personal change. Maybe to Luis, dreams are just lies.
Perhaps he wants to push history forward with his own hands, like those of the world past.
It's ludicrous. I'll not let him get away with his self-obsessed madness. If we're to be ruled, it shouldn't be by someone who's given up on the world.
Indeed. Besides, the rightful heir stands with us. Should we succeed, you stand to inherit the throne soon. Are you prepared, Your Highness?
Yes, of course.
You really are committed, huh? In any case, we'll confront Luis on the last day. Until then, let's tie up our loose ends so we can fight with no regrets.
You've done a fine job so far. Time to follow through on those campaign promises, eh? Win this one for us.
Look at what Luis has made there. Unbelievable. We're getting in there, and we're going to tear it down.
What's that about it?
All right.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 4 days remain.
The deadline? We gotta prep. Ready?
Sure.
Let's see. It's time. Really?
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back. Did you...
Got a lot of shit today.
You shit a lot today?
No, I cleaned out a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well, that's good. Okay. Fine. Forsaken Tower. Okay.
All right,
Bitch, I hate that so much.
Go.
The physics of water.
Looks like everyone's here.
Now then.
Damn it!
So CJ Stroud actually had a worse season than Caleb Williams when the Bears were awful and Caleb was awful.
Yep.
It's pretty funny.
Don't lose focus.
But then...
It's your call.
Let's be off.
So it sounds like CJ Stroud's rookie season was just lightning in a bottle. And, you know, just like many guys who take the league by storm and then quickly flame out, once he gets figured out, he doesn't have any way to adjust. And Caleb's a bust. There was something that those two players had in common that would have enabled teams to not waste their draft picks on these guys.
That's... Right then. Okay.
No, Stroud and Caleb. Big country.
What? I didn't hear.
No, someone in chat just asked a question. Which quarterbacks were you talking about?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't bother checking the score. Did the Chargers win? Are we getting another Justin Thickbird?
Chargers won. Yes.
Okay, another Justin Thickbird.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, all of Bryce Young's stats today shouldn't count because he was playing the Falcons' defense. I cannot believe how bad that fucking Falcons defense is, man. Good God.
The party is the god.
Well, well.
Okay, I've had that conversation before.
What now? now.
Be right back, people. Okay, I am back.
There's no way. There's no way that's actually that can't be right. Those can't actually be names.
I mean, I would hope not. Although I'm sure if George Lucas had his way, those would be real names.
What now?
Okay then. Let's go.
Okay, that's just Google's AI being ridiculous. That's it. That's a meme. That's just I was like, oh my god, is George Lucas based?
Well, I saw the trailer today for
Your health is dangerous and low. Watch it.
Snow White. They made a new trailer for the new Snow White movie. I cannot wait for this fucking bomb, man. It is going to bomb so hard.
I believe it.
Like, The Little Mermaid was a disappointment, but it didn't flop. But this is gonna fucking flop, and I'm here for it, man.
We are spotted.
Going to flip. Going to flippity floppity flip.
All right.
Look alive.
We've been made.
You have to
But
give
yeah,
me the
that's
stone.
but that's funny. I appreciate it.
Admiral Bone to pick.
Let's push through. That's the way. Come on.
Very impressive.
Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
You know what's really weird?
What?
I did a perusing of Cole Twitter today. And let me tell you, man, apparently these people actually think the January 6th is some big important day to us.
For me, it was Tuesday.
Exactly.
They saw us. On your toes, everyone.
But for me, it was Tuesday.
That solves that.
Yeah, man, tough life for CJ Stroud this year.
Come on. All right. How's that? Let's push through. All right. How's that?
You and I both know when it comes time for it, the Texans are giving him the max anyway.
Oh, yeah. He will probably be better next year. Let's be real here. They're going to fix that offensive line, and life will get a little bit easier for him, but until then, he's eating shit.
Exactly.
The Kansas City Chiefs think so little of the Denver Broncos, they lost by 40 to make sure they got in the playoffs.
You know, that's completely accurate. I didn't think about it that way. But that is completely correct. You're right.
God damn it.
They'll need more than this. Everyone, run!
Our foes are not vanquished. Be on your guard.
What now?
Yep.
What now?
Okay. I'm sorry?
Nothing. Just on ascend in that game.
I was reading more about that me side game today, and I think I am going to play it.
Yeah, I was gonna play it in a minute here.
What now?
Yep. It's even more threatening up close. Even if it's scary, we have to fight.
Oh, power of kings! Rancor!
What?
Behold. I walk a Vitus power. Darkness!
Warrior!
Oh, power of heroes! Strike me if you dare!
Hey, everybody. Sadie N-word.
Some darker arts.
Come forth, royal soul.
You remember the Flamin' Moe's episode of Simpsons?
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Where Moe's was actually so popular that when Bart goes to prank call him, against all odds, the joke name that he called out for ends up being somebody who was actually there.
Yeah, huge ass, right?
Exactly. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, you know, what it says is that all the fake names that Bart gives are actually real names, and that he would frequently end up calling for somebody who's actually real if it weren't for the fact that Moe's is never busy.
How does Moe stay in business?
Homer and Barney. Although they play up Barney has like a tab that's like several $billion, but you know, obviously that's not possible. Let's just go ahead and assume that Barney's actually capable enough to actually pay and give Homer or give Moe money for the booze that he gets.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just makes zero fucking sense.
Apparently, they recently did an episode where that one guy with no name who sits in the corner of the bar pretty much every time they go in the bar died.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's completely unnecessary. You hate to see it.
You sure do.
Is that all?
Let's stay calm. Let's go. The magic seeds.
Hack and slash.
Right on target. Nice one,
I
Skull.
stab knight. Strike me if you dare.
Oh, power of kings.
Smell? Come on, man. It's all about the taste.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
We're not out of this yet.
I owe you.
Thank you.
My thanks.
No holding back.
Is everyone all right? Let justice prevail. Is that all?
Remember the first time I saw that commercial? I thought it was going to be some racist thing about Arabs who have big noses. Before I realized what direction that commercial was actually going.
I won't lie, that concept is pretty based.
Come forth, royal soul. This is it.
I call upon royal power within. Hack and slash.
With blade in hand, I stand waiting.
Let us face me. Some darker arts.
So what's your opinion of the Bulls retiring #1 for Derrick Rose?
Let's go.
I think he deserves it.
We can do
thanks.
I'm obliged.
Quite a boon.
I shall
Like,
fight. Warrior!
it's interesting. Because I don't think they would do it if not for the tragedy that befell him.
Run them through!
Right on target. Nice one, Stone.
Well, I disagree because if it hadn't have been for that, for the tragic injuries, then he would have absolutely gotten his jersey retired
I mean, that's true.
and be remembered as one of the greatest bulls of all time.
That's true. I get it, but it's
Derrick Rose is one of those unfortunate situations where we know a man's career got derailed by injuries, but we actually got to see what he was capable of being first.
I will fight with pride. I won't hold back.
You know, we really saw what made him so special.
No holding back! I'll cut you down!
Oh, power of heroes!
The magic seeds.
Is that all?
I see your claim.
Warrior! Hack and slash, tougher than I thought.
Come! I stand waiting.
You the thief. Formidable indeed.
With healing power.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Dig not!
Done. You've got some fancy footwork, Scroll.
I call upon royal power within! This better hit! Not done yet.
Nice! Is that all?
Now accept your fate. Some dark apologies. Would you finish it?
Power. This is it! Still here?
Oh, that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
I shall vanquish evil! Tougher than I thought.
Is everyone for all that we strive for?
I'll use what I must. Ha! Formidable indeed.
Let's go. We can do this.
My thanks.
Trust me.
Much thanks. I see your claim.
Warrior! Hack and slash!
Check me out.
Yeah, that feels nice.
That's a good one.
Good grief.
Well, well.
Hey,
Good enough. You may accept my charity.
All right.
Is this... So?
That's...
Interesting.
Make an attempt.
Hey.
However...
Well...
One thing I really, really hate about Warhammer 3, man, let me tell you, is that the enemy can come at you with an army that is just absolute dog shit, but because the Lord leading the army is a really high level, the auto-resolve gives it a massively overweighted odds in their favor, forcing you to have to play an incredibly unfun battle.
Yeah.
Otherwise you just die because they're like, well, I know that the rest of his army is a crap stack, but you know he's level 50. It's like, dude, I don't fucking care. Yeah.
Do you still find a way to win?
Yes. Almost every time. But that's because I'm good. I've played this game for a very long time, and I probably have maybe 2,000 hours across all three of the games.
Hey! Okay then. Got it.
And you know, it's my own fault because I'm too stubborn. I don't want to lower the battle difficulty, which makes the auto-resolve calculations easier, so that I could just easily do a quick auto-resolve calculation victory. Which would be fine, but,
Nothing honorable about that.
Come now. So...
Guess we're splitting up?
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 3 days
If the
remain.
devil could not change Job's mind, how do you think you're going to change mine? What?
How you feeling?
basically.
We have to...
Okay. Damn. Ugh. Mm-mm-mm. Mhm. Jay Vlux, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let me see here. Okay.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Now then, what should we do?
Now then.
That's that then.
Oh, gee.
I'll do it.
Yeah, but it's your call.
Great. Let's move out.
What to pick?
God.
Let's check.
No.
What do you want to do? Well then.
Infringing upon the heavens, the Tower of is the decision. The god.
Well,
All right.
Oh well. Leave it to us. Hey!
Oh, all right. That'll help.
What now?
You. All right. So apparently between now and the 20th, Joe Biden plans on giving 2 separate speeches about his legacy.
Okay then.
You
Why?
can't be serious.
Let me see.
Wow. That's really stupid.
Didn't your legacy speak for itself?
You'd think.
There, I just sent it to you.
Let's go.
All right. How's that? Impressive as ever.
Hey, good one.
Come on. Let's push through.
Yeah, nice work.
All right. How's that?
Very impressive.
Let's push through.
Amazing. Great.
What now? All right. How's that? The way. Let's push through.
Very impressive.
Come on.
Found us. Look alive.
that was well done.
What now?
Very impressive.
I like people saying he may be as narcissistic as Trump. He's not even. Like,
What now?
you can tell that when they say that shit that this is coming from somebody who, like, milquetoast, soy jack bullshit. Oh, I don't like that Trump fellow.
Oh yeah, 100%. Eddington
All that
mental,
kind of shit.
100%.
Right, because it's all like there's no fucking way that a legitimate, serious person could sit there and be like, oh yeah, that he may be almost as narcissistic. Really?
I'm right here.
Man, I'm actually really upset that that fucking one gas station didn't have the stuff that I was wanting.
That's why you brew your own.
I know it happens, but
that way you never have to worry about that
real.
happening.
Not even a joke.
I can feel my power growing. What now?
Do you remember that Gerard Butler movie, Gamer?
I never watched that one though.
No, I was just thinking about this one scene in Gamer where he drinks a giant bottle of alcohol and then pees into a car's gas tank in order to fuel it. And it works. I don't know, I was just randomly thinking about that scene for some reason. Anyway.
Fascinating.
Yeah, right, guy. There's nothing wrong. People, sports fans are way too obsessed, I think, with winning a championship to the point where they don't allow themselves to enjoy the little victories along the way. It's like some sports fans do this thing where they're watching their favorite team win and they're like, well, I'm happy we won, but we might lose next week, so now I'm not happy. It's like, it's okay to be happy while you're watching your team win. And then whatever happens later happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What now?
Right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay, wait a minute. The healer. Okay. All right. I have to go with it then. Where has he go? Okay, I think we got the right party. I think we got a real shot at this, people.
Yep. What now? I don't like this.
Best wildcard game. Let me take a look here. Okay, so the games this weekend or next weekend. Chargers Texans. That could be a compelling game. I don't think it'll be a very good game. Steelers Ravens, poop. Broncos Bills, poop. Packers Eagles, poop if Love is out, and probably poop regardless. Commanders Buccaneers could actually be a fun game. And Vikings Rams could be good too. Man, I kind of want to go Commanders Bucks. The problem is neither of those teams have any chance of winning the Super Bowl, so it's hard to get that excited about it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Think this should do the I've never seen Magma this sinister. I want to run.
I want to try something here. Yeah, I thought so.
What's happened?
So heavy.
Oh.
Now accept your fate.
Sinister. I want to run.
If Jordan Love's out, that game's barely going to be worth watching.
The magic seed.
I shall vanquish evil. Untamed magic.
Let justice prevail.
Is that all?
Toxic. Fortifying.
Thanks.
My thanks.
Thank you. Let's stay calm.
Okay, is there anything I can do about that one stupid move he does?
Come forth, royal soul.
Nice hit.
I call upon royal power within. Show me true power.
Faded. You gotta aim better than that.
For all that we strive for.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up. Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
Tis best used.
My spirit
Stroll's
is
voice is
go.
broken. He's gonna wither away if we don't hear him.
With healing power.
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Quite a boon.
Damn poison.
Is there any way to undo it? Doesn't seem like it. That is brutal.
This should help enough.
Thank you.
My thanks.
God damn it. Very poorly timed critical.
Have I been cursed? Kill me.
Oh, this is bad.
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman. Stroll's
With
been hacked.
blade in hand.
He's gonna get hit with backlash if he
I
attacks.
stand waiting.
Captain's
Now
been hit.
accept your
If he
fate.
attacks, he's getting hurt too.
This should suffice.
Helpful as ever.
Come forth, royal soul. Let me help.
Quite a boon.
I'm obliged.
I owe you. I shall fight as the noble I am. This calls for one of you.
Thank you.
My thanks.
strength is fading.
Oh, very nice.
For all that we strive for.
I'll use what I must.
Fortify. Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
Let's go. The magic seed.
Pugilist! Be ready for any help.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
Come. Strike me if you dare.
What did you mean when you said that immigrants were stealing black jobs? Now they're doing the things that, you know, blacks used to do in this country. They're being very loud on the subways.
Pretty based.
I won't hold back. This is it.
Now, what's the pugilist? Untamed magic!
Let's not pretend you were ever going to vote. Yeah, we all know you can't read.
Lap, what the hell? How could you vote for Mr. Frog? Oh yeah, that's actually that's a good point. Fair enough.
This should work.
My spirit is
Come forth, royal
Better
soul.
cure that before the pain sets in.
The magic seeds.
With these fists, I strike for justice. Could do with this.
That helped.
I did not have sex with a porn star.
I feel so heavy.
Captain
For all
Poison,
that we
we better
strive
cure that
for.
before the pain sets in.
This should suffice.
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Prince. We're not out of this yet.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Are you prepared? This should help. Need help.
Trust me.
Quite a boon.
Midnight. Happy January 6th, everybody.
Yep. Blow a kazoo somewhere.
Cure that before the pain sets in.
January 6th is worse than the Holocaust. Only one of these things really happened.
Let us clean up.
I love the Persona game, so I'll probably like this, right? Yeah, it does deprioritize the social simulator in favor of a more robust battle system, but it's got very similar structure. Yes, you are right. What do I do?
Let's go. We can do this.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
My thanks.
I shall vanquish evil.
Well, that's because I got the DLC that allows you to play Persona music, Big Country. That's not native to the game. That's actually because I downloaded the DLC.
Good.
Poison.
Captain's poisoned. We
With
better cure
blade
that
in
before
hand.
the pain sets in.
I stand waiting.
Hulkenberg,
power of
several
kings.
ailments slowing you down.
Fortify.
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
With healing power.
I owe you.
Trust me.
Quite a boon.
I call upon royal power within.
Show me true power.
Strength is fading.
Can I? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't care.
This should help.
You will never be able to convince me that the Dolphins would not have won this game if the Chiefs had actually been beating the Broncos.
It's very possible.
The Jets looked completely inept and like absolute dog shit in the first quarter. And the moment the break between the quarters happened, that's when they start getting news from around the league. And by that point, it was already 14-0 Broncos. And they're like, holy shit. Because that's another thing, is the Broncos game started after the Dolphins game did. So, by the time they get that first quarter break, it's like halfway through the first quarter for the Broncos-Chiefs game. And it's already 14-0 Broncos. They're like, oh, fuck. So then, it still looked okay, but that's when the Jets started putting points on the board. And it was still a winnable game, but then they go into halftime and it's 24-0 Broncos. And by halftime, Bo Nix was 17 for 17 with 3 touchdowns. So that's when we just gave up, like, literally, coming out of the third quarter, starting the fourth, Tyreek just left.
We're entering a new era where athletes just leave in the middle of the game and it's not even considered that weird anymore.
For real.
Remember Antonio Brown doing the Chippendale routine in the middle of a game?
Yes. I also remember him bizarrely exposing himself to a woman in Dubai, and he didn't get killed for that. It was really kind of a shock.
So heavy.
Yeah, Saucy, that would not have been fun, but,
Have I been cursed?
better to go in than go out.
Let me rethink this. This calls for one of these.
Thanks. Must need it.
Much thanks.
Give me a minute, guys. Be right back. Okay, I am back.
I stand ready. Come!
We didn't hear about it.
Is that all?
Yeah, Vontae Davis retiring in the middle of a game. That one, that's undefeated right there, man.
Fortifying.
My thanks.
Thank you.
What was the story of that one again? He went out there and
Just didn't feel like
And
playing
what?
football anymore. So he just walked to the locker room and told everybody I'm done. And he never played football again.
my favorite, I realized when it was time to hang it up story is Isaiah Thomas with the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Is he actually lived in Orlando during the off season. That's where he lived with his family. And he had he had this nice relaxing pool. You know, it's the late summer, it's August and they're getting ready to start up training camp fairly soon.
Mm-hmm.
So, coach is talking about going to practice, and it's just a shoot around. It's not like a real practice, it's just a shoot around. But Isaiah Thomas had been one of the hardest workers in the entire league for a long time, and, his entire career with the Pistons, he was always the first guy to show up, last guy to leave. And he was all like, but, that day when I was there in the pool with my wife and my kids, I just realized I didn't want to go to practice that day. And then, I was thinking about it later on as I was eating dinner that night, and I was like, wow, that's the first time that's ever happened. I should probably retire. All it took.
Well, at least you went out with dignity.
Yes.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Show me true power.
Nice! I stand waiting.
Perhaps this suits. Face me.
Critical hit.
Let's
Heisman's
go.
a real ace.
No. Take it.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
Much thanks.
Damn poison. This should work. What's happened? Strength. Have I been cursed?
Heisman, your head. Don't attack anyone or it'll hurt.
Not now.
I don't think.
My thanks.
I owe you.
Thanks. Stroll, they got you with multiple ailments.
Yes, Rift.
I will aim, Heisman.
Hold on. This should work.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
Poison.
Poison.
Yeah, this isn't going to happen.
We gotta get back on.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just end the stream here. We'll try to kill it tomorrow. And if it ends up being unreasonable, I can always just, not. Alright, see you guys later.